Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Baking with Bernhardt in the Bayit. Today we are going to be making some chocolate truffles, which are a Passover-friendly recipe and also a really family-friendly recipe to make. If you remember, I posted a video making flourless chocolate cookies that involved egg whites. This recipe involves using the egg yolks. So this is a great Passover recipe to make back-to-back. Both don't take that much time, skill level, or any special ingredients. And this is also a family recipe. This is a recipe from my father-in-law, John, and we've made this almost every year for Passover. So what you'll need, of course, some chocolate. Semi-sweet works best. You're going to need about 6 ounces, and if you want to make this dairy-free so you can serve it at your Seder with meat for dessert, you can do a dairy-free chocolate, and you can use margarine instead of butter. And you're going to need 2/3 of a stick of butter or margarine. You're also going to need your 2 egg yolks. So what I've done to get this started was I melted my chocolate and my butter in the microwave until it's still kind of chunky but not too bad. And what you want to do is you want to do something called tempering your egg yolks, which means that you are going to bring them up to temperature and cook them a little bit. But if you cook them, if you just dump them in here, you could end up scrambling your egg yolks and actually cooking them all the way. And that's not what you want to do. Your recipe will not turn out well if that happens. So to temper, I'm going to just take my spoon and take a little bit of the warm chocolate butter mixture, and I'm just testing it, and it's warm, but it's not too hot, and I'm just going to mix it in. And that kind of gets the eggs a little bit warmer, ready to go to work. And then once you've done that, you're going to plop them on in and mix it all up. Now, if you are concerned about the eggs, you can throw this back into the microwave for maybe like 10-15 seconds. But the warmth from the chocolate and the tempering should make them safe for consumption. But if you are like me and have to be a little bit more careful about your eggs, you may want to do it for 10 seconds. And you're just going to stir that. So now what we're going to do is go into a cycle of popping this into the freezer to help it set. So you're going to put your mixture into the freezer in 5-minute increments, come back, stir, check on it, put it back into the freezer, do the same thing, and you're going to do that until you have, until the chocolate will maintain its shape, because you're going to be eventually rolling these into balls. So we'll come back once this is ready to go. All right, it's been a few cycles of freezing and stirring, and we have a nice solid chocolate mass. Maybe a little bit too solid, but the good news is this next part gets messy and requires your hands. So as you work, the chocolate will warm up and it will make it easier to roll them. So this is going to be the really fun part for kids, because who doesn't like getting their hands messy, especially when that mess is chocolate? So what you're going to need is a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it. You can use a 9x13 pan or a bowl with some cocoa powder in it. And of course, some clean hands. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take some of your chocolate truffle mix, take it in your hands, roll, and pop it on there. And you're just going to do that over and over again until all of the mixture is used up. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all rolled out, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, so now that you have your truffle balls rolled out, what you're going to do is you're going to take each truffle ball and you're going to roll it in the cocoa powder. until it's nice and covered. And then you're going to put it on your parchment paper to dry out. And you're going to need to do a couple rounds of this because as the truffles dry out, the cocoa will soak in. And so you want to make sure that you keep repeating this step until the cocoa powder no longer sinks in. So you're probably going to have to roll them maybe about 2 or 3 times, giving them about 5-10 minutes in between each rolling to let the cocoa powder dry. And this is a great treat that you can customize in so many different ways. You can add different flavorings. I added a little bit of espresso powder to it to give it a little coffee. You can add orange extract, maybe some rum if it's going to be an adult-only treat. But this is, again, a really simple, easy, delicious Passover treat. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me on another baking adventure. And please enjoy some more chocolate. All right, take care.